Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel, Simply Daisy. Today I'm going to show you how to make this crochet mesh bag. I'll be using this cotton yarn from Loops and Threads, and I'm using cotton yarn because it stretches less than an acrylic yarn, but use whatever yarn you like. I'll be using a 5mm crochet hook, scissors, a sewing needle, tape measure, and stitch markers. To start, make a slip knot by taking your yarn, crossing it like so, grabbing that tail end, and pulling through. Next, we'll make an odd number chain that's going to be the width of our bag. To chain, we'll yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. My bag will be about 12 inches wide, so I'll chain 47. If you want a wider bag, 15 to 16 inches, chain 59. Once you have a chain that's the width of your bag, we'll chain 4 more. So we have 3, 4, and then we'll insert into the 7th chain from the hook for a double crochet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then we'll yarn over, insert into that 7th chain from the hook, yarn over, come out with 3 loops on the hook, we'll yarn over again, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on the hook. And this next part we'll repeat for the rest of the row. We'll chain 1, insert into the 2nd chain from the hook for a double crochet, so yarn over, come out, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So again, we'll repeat those 2 steps. It's just a chain 1 and then a double crochet into the 2nd chain from the hook until the rest of the row. At the end of the row, do the last double crochet into the last stitch of our chain. Next, we'll be finishing up this first row of the bag by crocheting into that base chain that we were just crocheting into. So we'll chain 1 and then flip our work. So wherever there's a chain with a double crochet already in there, we are going to be doing another double crochet. We'll yarn over, insert into the base chain where that double crochet already is, and then yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and repeat that process. We'll chain 1 and do a double crochet into that base chain where a double crochet already is. And just repeat that until the end of the row. When you get to the end of the row, you'll see all of those chains that we did at the beginning. All you're going to do is chain 1 and then double crochet into the 2nd chain from the hook. This is going to make it symmetrical around the base chain, just like it is for the rest of this row. Then we'll chain 1 and slip stitch into the 3rd chain from the hook, yarn over, come out, and then pull through the loop on your hook. And that's the end of the first row of our mesh bag. So you can see that you fold it up and it's starting to form both sides of the bag. Next, we'll do a row that you're going to repeat for the rest of the pattern and create the height of the bag that you want. The bag stretches a decent amount, so I would recommend making it a little shorter because it's going to stretch as you use it. So next we'll chain 4, and then you're going to double crochet into the top of the next double crochet. So yarn over, insert, and then yarn over, come out, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. And you'll just repeat that for the rest of the row, chain 1, and double crochet into the next double crochet available. Once you're back at the beginning, chain 1, and then we'll slip stitch into the 3rd chain of that chain 4 we did at the beginning of the row. So to the 3rd chain, we'll insert, yarn over, come out, and then pull through. And now we're done with the 2nd row of the mesh bag. You can complete as many rows as you'd like. Just repeat this same pattern for the 2nd row until you have the height you want. I'll be doing about 18 rows, so my bag will be 11 to 11.5 inches after stretching. And I'll meet you back once I've completed that to show you the straps. For the straps, you'll add stitch markers to divide the bag in the front and the back into thirds. So I have 24 double crochet, divide that by 3 is 8 double crochet. So I counted 8 double crochet from the left, adding my stitch marker to the front, adding it to the back at the same point, and then counting another 8 double crochet, adding it to the right and the front and the back. First, you'll start the row like normal, doing your chains and double crochet until you get to the stitch marker, which you'll remove and do 1 double crochet into that stitch. Next, we'll be making a chain that's going to be the total length of the strap. It needs to be an odd number, so I'll be making mine 61 because that was a good strap length for me. And then you'll remove the next stitch marker and then do 1 double crochet into that stitch. After that, you'll proceed a little bit like normal, chain 1 and double crochet into the next available spot. Your strap should look similar to this with the chain attached where we had those stitch markers. Continue the mesh pattern onto the chain that we just created. So you'll chain 1, skip 2 stitches, and do 1 double crochet into that 2nd chain from the hook. Then repeat that until you get to the end of the chain strap. At the end, chain 1, then slip stitch into the next double crochet. For this next part, we'll be slip stitching through the strap to really reinforce it so it doesn't stretch. You'll slip stitch down that double crochet, across those stitches, up the next double crochet, and all through the strap. And now we're doing just that. We're slip stitching through that double crochet, and it can be a little bit difficult to fit your hook through some of those stitches, but just take your time and you'll be able to wiggle it through and find that perfect spot to do your slip stitch. So just repeat this process, slip stitching up that chain throughout the rest of the strap. When you get to the other side, you'll slip stitch down that first double crochet, across the chains, and then up only the next double crochet. After slip stitching, just repeat the mesh stitch, the chain, and double crochet until you get to the next stitch marker. Then we'll repeat the same steps for the strap. You'll create the chain that's the same length as the previous strap, you'll do the mesh stitch all throughout that chain, and then you'll slip stitch along the edges and throughout the chain as well. Then after that, you'll do the mesh stitch until you get to the beginning, and you'll fasten off and weave in your ends. And there you go, that is the completed bag. Thanks so much for watching, and please like and subscribe.